Hello! My god, when was the last time I filmed for YouTube? It feels like literally forever. I don't know what this light is going on about because I swear to god I'm not burnt here. Oh my god, this feels so weird because I'm so used to filming for TikTok and I'm so used to filming for Instagram, but YouTube, that's a different story. Okay, so hey, my name is Zara, and if you're new here, hi, I am a self-love UGC creator. UGC, I've talked about that before. I'm a user-generated content creator, and I'm pretty much focused on self-healing and self-love. I do a wee bit of outfit inspo and a wee bit of lifestyle, and obviously self-care because I am obsessed with self-care. But I just thought I would make a wee video just explaining where I've been, I guess. And if you like this video, make sure you give a big thumbs up, and yeah, let's get started. So I'm trying to think, the last time I was filming, it must have been a good few months ago. Like, was it Christmas time maybe? I can't not remember. So where I have been a wee bit MIA. I have had a lot of stuff going on. I am going to leave my Instagram and TikTok linked down below because that's where I'm pretty much like active on. My TikTok engagement, I swear to god, this is so irrelevant, but my TikTok engagement was through the roof last week. It was amazing. It was honestly amazing, and now it's back to being shit. But that's just the way the TikTok algorithm is. But I swear to god, I was reaching like 2,000, 4,000 views, and I was like, what? And then I was looking at my Instagram this morning and 1,300 followers, and I was like, where'd this come from? But yeah, I wanted just to talk about where I've been. I am on a self-healing journey because a lot has happened to me this year. So it's mad that we're literally nearly in June now. Like, that is mental. I need to start a new bullet journal spread. Just reminded me of that. I don't really know where to start, but basically I've had a lot of things thrown at me, and I was pretty much self-love obsessed already, but I feel like whenever these things happened, it just, a switch flicked in me. I need to do better and I can't stay the way I am. So without going into too much detail, I am pretty much not in a relationship anymore, and it was kind of a very difficult situation to come out of. I go into a wee bit of detail on my TikTok, which a lot of people have a lot of different views about. You know what, I'm just spreading awareness. I am not trying to say what other people maybe are trying to think that I'm trying to say. I'm pretty much just sharing my views and just my experience as well, because that's pretty much what I share on TikTok, just my experience, how I'm growing from that, which I have. Just want to make that clear. So I got out of a coercive control relationship 3 months ago. Literally, it's been 3 months, which is mental. And I never thought I would get out of it because I was in the relationship and we both had our difficulties. We kind of knew things were going downhill. I did anyway. But it was near pretty much the end of the relationship I realized actually I need to get out of this situation, because if I keep being in this relationship, I'm pretty much going to harm my mental health, which I already did, and I'm going to harm myself as well. Basically, the way to sum it up is I got out of that relationship and there was a lot of backfalls and backlashes. Whenever I got out of that relationship, it was not the easiest one to get out of. Well, the only one thing I could say is coercive control. The best way to describe it is not being able to speak. Like, that's how I felt. I wasn't able to speak. If I said the wrong thing, it would be damaging on myself, if you get what I mean. So I wasn't really allowed to speak to my friends. I had to cut a lot of people out of my life. And whenever the breakup happened, I reached out to a lot of those friends and they welcomed me back with open arms, which I am forever grateful for, because I was like, I just don't know who to turn to. I had my best friend throughout the entire thing. She was an absolute godsend. And then I made a few new friends as well, and I was like, this is great. Like, I wasn't really allowed to go out either, which was another massive thing. And now I'm able to go out. Like, I tend to actually not go out anymore, but when I was in that relationship I wasn't allowed. Like, I physically wasn't allowed if it wasn't with him, and I just could not go on nights out with him because I have very bad anxiety already, but whenever I was out with him my anxiety spiked, and he just could not deal with that, which is something that still haunts me today, which is why I kind of can't really go out. Like, I remember when I went out the week after the breakup, I was like, this is so strange, but I enjoyed myself. I got myself out there, started speaking to new people, socializing, which I never used to do, and yeah, that's the best way I could explain it. There is a lot more to course of control, but it's quite triggering to talk about, so I'm not gonna waste my time with that. Another massive setback then is my granddad died. Yeah. My granddad died the 12th of April, 1 month ago, and that's something that's really been difficult to talk about. I know for a fact if he saw my YouTube he would be so fucking proud. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm okay. Grieving then, that's something that's been very difficult these past few months. So the way it was is it happened pretty soon, and I was there through it all. I missed at least a week of work just to go and see him for every day for 6 days. And the grief was probably the worst thing that I could deal with, because I was self-healing and I was self-love mad literally after the breakup. So this was like month 2 of the breakup, and I was feeling okay. I was feeling really good getting out there, and I just found my laughter back. Then I found out my granddad was dying, and I was like, what? Like, I just couldn't understand it because things were moving on so well. And then it's like a part of me died, and I just had to start myself healing all over again, which is not easy. It's not freaking easy, because you realize actually I can do it, like I've done this all before, but then you're realizing, but I'm doing it without someone, a part of me. Like, a massive part of me is gone, and I have to start it all over again. So that was really difficult, and my grief is still not perfect, but it was horrible at the start. Like, I just want to talk about this because I actually haven't seen anyone who faces the same as me. So there was a point where whenever I went back up to uni, I didn't know whether I would be able to face it, but I did, because the thing is, I woke up and I felt nothing. Like, I felt nothing. Like, there's pictures of my granddad everywhere. I could have looked at a picture and I felt nothing, and I felt so guilty. I was like, why do I feel nothing? Like, I'm sorry, I feel nothing. It's like I was living this life, like life kind of went on, and I woke up in the morning and it was like nothing had happened, and I was like, Mom, there's something wrong with me. And I actually had self-referred myself for help at this point, so I had a 6-week counselling, and it really helped. She helped with my relationship issues, and then the last few weeks she helped with my grief as well, and I cannot thank her enough, because she has really helped me, direct me in the right way. With the grief, she was amazing. Like, I swear to God, she just knew what to say. She was like, you're going through the stages of grief, and I was going through the guilty stage where I was living a life and I was like, but I can't feel anything. And then it hit that he was gone, and I was like, but like, I have no one. It's so hard to explain, because my granddad was like my best friend, and I know people say that, like, oh, my granddad's my best friend. Like, I get that, but this was completely different, because I pretty much have my mum, and that's it. I will always only have my mum. And my granddad was like my father figure, and that's so stupid to say, but he was. Crap. I didn't expect to cry on camera for YouTube, but this is what it's come to. My granddad was my father figure, he was my best friend, he did absolutely everything for me. Whenever I left my dad's, he helped me through it all, and it's so freaking mental that he's gone now. So I pretty much have nobody, which is fine. But one thing I've realised without him being here is I have achieved so freaking much. So I've managed to get myself a new job up here. I have managed to achieve all of these things in my past as well, with him guiding the way and with him maybe not guiding the way. And yeah, that's one thing I'm very freaking proud of for being here. And yeah, grief is honestly a massive thing. I have experienced grief before with my other granda, but this was like a different kind of pain, and it's something no one will ever understand. So that is another little setback. Those are the two main setbacks that is reasons why I have not been on YouTube. I have not been on YouTube for other reasons, like exam stuff. I'm actually finished first year now. What? But yeah, I finished first year. I'm living up here until the first week of July, which is my departure. And I managed to get myself a job, so I'm going to be working up here and living up here for a month. And I'm actually planning to go to Liverpool with my best friend as well, which is something that I'm actually really looking forward to. We've actually found a hotel. Well, I found a hotel. It's called the Zed Hotel, which is like, it's my nickname. Philip names me Zed, and I'm like, we have to go there. So yeah, that's something I'm quite looking forward to. But yeah. So one more thing I just want to talk about here is my self-healing journey then. I've spoken about this on TikTok, spoken about it on Instagram, but I want to speak about it on here because I was actually just in the kitchen this morning and I was thinking, my god, life has changed so much. Like, I was going through my Snapchat memories last night and I was like, oh my god, I changed so much. Like, I really have. For starters, getting out of that relationship was what I needed. I needed that. Grief, maybe didn't really need that, not gonna lie. Didn't need that because life is still kicking ass from that and it's only been a month. But I feel like I needed those things to happen because I wouldn't be here today if it didn't happen. I wouldn't be speaking to the people that I'm speaking to now if it didn't happen. And yeah, I'm looking at it that way. So I've noticed a massive change in the way I dress, which sounds stupid, but I've just started wearing a lot more clothes that make me feel happy and just fun colors. Like, I used to wear black all the time, literally. I'm just being honest. Used to wear black. I found my colors. Purple, blue and white are my colors. Just saying. And pink sometimes. But just coming home and I'm putting on comfy clothes and wearing clothes that make me feel good. I've even got so many compliments now, like, you look so happy, energetic, I love your style, you just look so put together. And I'm like, it's taken me this long to get to this point where I'm just happy with what I wear. I wouldn't say I'm happy in general, but I'm a little crazy, you know what I mean? I'm like my own best friend. I talk to myself. I have just my quirky side of me back. I'm a lot more funnier in my opinion, but yeah, I've just noticed my massive like change of personality. I freaking love who I am now. I've developed these new little things as well, like this is the new thing. Like, my best friend, I got it from my best friend and she was talking to me the other day. She was like, I noticed that you did a little and your mouth is always open. And I'm like, yeah. She was like, you know what, it just really suits your personality now. And I'm like, but yeah, a few people have noticed that I'm doing a lot better. which is good because I am, but I still get those days. I am still struggling with my food. As you know, I struggle with food for about 4 years now, which is it's kind of hitting hard. I was trying to make a TikTok today and that TikTok has removed green screen for me for some reason, which is a pain, but I feel like it's not talked about enough. I talk about it on my Instagram, talk about it on my TikTok. I'm definitely doing better with food, but I went out for food yesterday and chicken is still a massive fear food of mine. Like it makes me feel really queasy. Don't know what it is. Eating out as well still makes me feel queasy, and fizzy drinks still is a massive fear food, but I'm getting around to it. I drank a Diet Pepsi today and it didn't agree with my stomach, but I kept drinking it, and you know what? I overcame that fear. So I'm very proud of myself for that. My mental health has been all over the place. I am back having pretty bad episodes. Over on my TikTok, I make these little unfiltered vlogs and they're so realistic. They're actually so realistic. I just pick up the camera, set up my tripod and just film, and it helps so much with my productivity levels and just sharing another side of me on social media. Yeah, I've just noticed that I've become a different person. I've become a stronger person as well, a more confident person. Like, for example, I was just thinking about this today. I would have never been able to just leave the flat in like joggers and a crop top. I would have always had to wear a coat. I would have had to be like covered up because I felt insecure. I could just leave the flat wearing anything at this rate, sliders, anything. Another massive thing is I could never go and get a takeaway or order a Deliveroo and go downstairs and get it. Like, those sounds like such simple things, but I could have never done that. Like, my comfort zone is massive. I was just like, I can't do that. That's not really me. Whereas now I'm actually going out for food. Like, I'm actually eating out for food with my friend. She has been an absolute godsend, literally just getting me out of the flat, taking me out for food, and oh, it's just, it's so freaking amazing because I'm just getting myself back. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. I'm going to be filming a Q&A and posting that sometime next week, but I hope you like this video and just, oh jeez, I'm very tired. I hope you are having a great week. Enjoy the sunshine. It's meant to be really nice and sunny this week. And yeah,